Good morning, CHS. CHS. Good morning, CHS.
Good morning, CHS.
Good morning, CHS. Good morning, CHS. Good morning, CHS. Good morning, CHS. Good morning, CHS.
Good morning, CHS.
Good morning, CHS. Good morning, CHS. Good morning, CHS. Good morning, CHS. Good morning, CHS. Buenos días, CHS. Good morning, CHS.
Hey, good morning, CHS.
Great morning, CHS.
Buenos días, CHS.
Good morning, CHS.
Good morning, CHS.
Good morning, CHS. How are you today?
Buenos días, CHS.
Good morning, CHS.
Good morning, CHS.
Good morning. I'm Ricky Smith Jr. and this is CHS Media, your gateway to what's happening now. Good morning, A plus 755 family. We are keeping the REAL on Tiger Hill. Relationship, expectations, accountability, and leadership. Today is May 4th, 2026. Each CHS student is challenged daily to make positive choices, think analytically, to motivate self and others while preparing to be college and career ready for at least 12 dual credit hours. The growth mindset word of the month is determination. Determination is having a strong decision to keep going and not giving up when something is hard. Announcements. The 22 Pillars of Ken Kappa Alpha sorority has a scholarship available. The essay is on the importance of a college education with a minimum of 250 words, but no more than 350. You must also submit ACT, SAT scores, transcripts with good grades through December 2025 and a letter of recommendation from a community leader or school official. Sophomores and juniors, if you are interested in becoming a United Way ambassador, please contact Ms. Love. The freshman culminating project presentations have begun. Teachers, please allow students to report to their presentation location 5 minutes before presentation time. Presentation will run from 8:30 to 3 p.m. with 10-minute slots for each presentation. Presentation will be held on the 9th grade wing in rooms 213 to 14 in the Tigers Den. To all Art 1 classes, here is a special message from Ms. Phillips. In order to catch up on any and all missed assignments, please go to your homepage in Canvas and click on the Zoom link for virtual tutorials. Virtual tutorials class will be every Tuesday evening from 6 p.m. through 7 p.m. Please attend the sessions if you are behind completed assignments and failing art classes. You can also come to Ms. Phillips' class by 12:30 p.m. and afterwards to get assignments. Sessions will continue until May 20th. Women in Unity for Christ, a nonprofit Christian organization located in North Madison County, has selected CHS to participate in this year's scholarship program. Graduating seniors are encouraged to apply for our $500 scholarship, which will be awarded to a student from the class of 2026. Please see the Student Support Board for more information. Let's view today's video about Stephen F. Austin.
Listen to me. Please don't lose me, the mood is gloomy. Feeling depressed, I'm all a mess, somebody shoot me. It's not a movie, but my life is full of scenes. I'ma take y'all back to the tragedy of 2014.
I started playing basketball at 7. I was introduced to it from my father. And I don't know, I just kind of found a love with it. Over the years, it just progressed and got better. We were playing out of the tournament out at Brighton High School. And I kept putting him in. And for some reason, it just wasn't clicking for him. He was really hurting. He couldn't do the things he wanted to do.
This can't be happening. An athlete heading into his prime. Who would have thought I would be diagnosed with cancer? I went from cheers and chants from the crowd to bald and wearing the mask and people avoiding me.
I can remember saying, we'll never be able to make it. We'll never be able to do it. Like, how do we get through it?
I remember some days where he couldn't walk. Outside of them curing cancer for him, he ended up having other problems with his legs and things like this.
to see him get back on the court and done with treatment was like, man, this kid has really persevered.
Tag, you're it. 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 The Hamilton community helped drive me by showing so much love and compassion. When I was first diagnosed and I lost my hair and my face got fat, I ended up coming up here to the school. And when I came, I went in the auditorium and everybody just stood up and just started clapping for me. People are really looking at you and like, want you to succeed, they want you to keep fighting.
He is all over the place, and there's no stopping him, there's no slowing him down. He's never tired, he never tells you no. He is always ready and willing to do whatever you ask him to do, and the students, I think, are following that example.
Can't run it back, yeah. 1, 2.
In order to know what he's going through and know his body sometimes is not going to feel well, it's not going to feel good, but he's still here and doing it. They follow him a lot.
Being introduced to music, he always played around with it and wrote raps, but wasn't really serious about it until he met a patient named Hannah. While fighting for her life, she was able to motivate somebody else to reach their dreams.
I do this for the Jew. Yeah. I do this for the Jew. You know I do this for the Jew. I do this for the Jew. For real? I have to fight, they saving lives at the Jew. They saving lives.
So of course his thing was, I want to help St. Jude. I said, well, we can use the album as a fundraiser.
One day we were in class and we were working on a project and he asked, he said, Ms. TK, he said, can you listen to my song? So he put his song on, and this song talked about his story and his battle with leukemia and how he was in the prime of his basketball career. But it was this part in the song where the basketball stopped bouncing. Myself and the rest of the students had tears in their eyes. And after that, it's like, I realized, I was like, this young man actually has a story. There's a reason for his determination, his motivation.
There is light at the end of the road. Even though you're gonna have some hard days and even harder days down the road, it will always get better. Cancer has become an integral part of my life. And even when it tried to defeat me, I never let it define me. Cancer has been my blessing in disguise. This process has taught me so much about me, and I've grown in a couple areas along my journey. I've learned the true meaning of living, loving, giving, and being thankful.
Nicholas
is determination.
And we are
901.
I am determination, and we are 901.
It might get dangerous. We ain't gonna stop. I'm bleeding that blue. I'm bleeding that blue.
All right, it's time. Birthday time. Put your hands together for birthday time. Happy birthday to all of those born today. May 3rd, Bieber Garcia, and today, Jamarius Smith. Happy birthday again to you all. Here are the final announcements from Principal Johnson.
Okay, good morning, kids and staff. Next week we begin state testing here at Canton High School. May the 5th will be Algebra 1. May the 7th will be Biology 1. May the 5th, Algebra 1, we have a lot of 9th grade students. Most of y'all are 9th grade students. This year, or this round of testing, we will be going not to homeroom. 9th graders will not be going to homeroom. You will go directly to your groups. Example, Group 1, room 137, this is for biology. You will go straight to Jay Davis's classroom and be held by Miss Hannah Hart. The form is posted in the cafeteria, and Miss Davis has put it on the 9th grade side. It tells you exactly where to go. So we have groups listed. If you are Group 1, it tells you exactly what room to go to. Please be on time. 7:45. Be here by 7:45. When you are in that room, you will place all your belongings outside of the classroom. Be wanded. Be prepared to take your shoes off, to be wanded again, to make sure you have no electronic devices on you. Make sure all of that is in your backpack. If it makes it to the testing hall, your test will be invalidated. Okay, 10th and 11th grade. You will report directly to the gym. Mr. Dunnigan will be in there. You will have to be wanded as well. Be prepared to remove your shoes, put all your electronic devices, backpacks, all your personal belongings will stay in the gym. And you will head up to testing. We need you all here, present and on time, ready to test.
All right, good morning, Canton High School. Just a few announcements as we go ahead and begin our day. I have quite a few things to discuss this morning, so I do need to make sure that we are paying attention and listening closely. All right, first things first, we have state testing that's coming up. Algebra 1, you guys will be testing on May the 5th. Biology 1, you'll be testing on May the 7th. English 2, Part 1, you guys will be testing on May the 12th. English 2, Part 2, you guys will be testing on May 13th. Now, with that being said, let's understand a few things in regards to that. Now, first time testers, those of you guys who've taken ACT, etc., we still need you to do your absolute best. So when I say that, that means you're taking the time to do all the strategies your teacher has taught to you all about. So whatever the strategies are, that's what you guys need to make sure that you're doing. All right. Now, looking at a few additional things, let's make sure that we understand that your performance, your growth, those are the things that I'm needing you to do and you to understand. That's going to help take us to being that A school that we are also talking about each and every day. How do we get that 755 points? Well, that 755 points comes from you guys. It comes from your performance. We don't just say it just to be saying it. We're saying it with a reason. So I want you guys to make sure you understand those things. All right, alongside of that, we have AP testing that's going on as well. AP biology, you guys will be testing on the 4th, that Monday the 4th, 8 o'clock a.m. Have your parents, if you're normally probably a late arriving student because of a bus, etc., have your parents to have you here about 7:40 so that at 8 o'clock you can begin. We can't be late with this. This is College Board. We can't be late. So AP Biology, you guys will be testing on May the 4th at 8 a.m. Let me bag back because AP Computer Science, we need to make sure today, oh goodness, today that you have done your upload for your performance test. That's due today. So I need to make sure that that has happened. On May the 5th, we changed that. Originally it was AP Human, but we've changed that. So on the 6th, it will be the English, AP English. So you guys will be on May 6th at 8 a.m. as well as on May the 8th will be AP US History and art. You must submit your digital portfolio. So we need to make sure that all those things have occurred and are occurring. So understand again your test time. Don't come late. On May the 14th would be AP Computer Science. So you got, and that's at 12. So you need to make sure that you're here. Followed by on the 15th would be environmental science. So again, there's a lot of tests going on, but all those tests put together will equal those points that we're needing to be an A school. That's our goal. That's the goal that I have put in place, and that's my expectations for here. Now, let's go to a couple additional things. Attendance. Attendance for my seniors, it's not looking good. And I guess because you guys have done your final with the English department, that's one class. That's one. because you've done your presentations there, you're feeling like, oh, I'm finished, but you're not finished. You're not. I had to send out at least 20 messages yesterday in regards to classes that you guys are not passing. You have OL economics. So if you have not finished that, if you're in Coach Williams' class, I think it may be 8 of you guys that's sitting on 0%, then you need to be devoting your time to that. So not trying to figure out a path where I don't have to come to school. Yeah, you still have to come to school. It's still very important that you're here, because that time is going against you. So let's make sure that we are doing our parts. Don't ask me to write a recommendation letter if you're not doing your part with coming to school. Don't ask me to do that, because I won't be doing it. All right. So here's some additional things as well. All right, senior checkout, we will begin that after May 7th, but additional information will be coming to you guys. So you will have a checkout process. It will be different areas we're looking at. That's including your Chromebook, your credits, your grades, your payments, all of those things we're going to have as a process. And then you get your cap and gown. So let me talk about that quickly too, even though I will be talking about that later. Um, During graduation day, you will receive a distinguished card. That card you would give to one of the counselors that's standing up on the stage when you're walking across the stage. That will verify, hey, I'm supposed to be here. I'm supposed to be getting my diploma. So without that card, you're not supposed to be there. So that's something I want to make sure I brought up as well. All right, now let's look at the Chromebooks for the remainder of you guys. Those Chromebooks will be taken up at a later date, and we will get that information when we will be collecting those. Exemption forms. Some of you guys have questions about those, but go ahead and get the signatures that you all need. Once you get those signatures, then we'll move forward with the next for you guys. And you know who I'm speaking about. I'm not going to make mention of who you are. But you need to make sure you gather everyone's signature. Don't come to me asking me to sign anything if all additional signatures have not occurred. That's your parents, that's yours, that's your teacher, the counselor. I'm the very last person, so don't bring anything to me until that has occurred. Awards Day. We have changed the time for our awards day. That will be on May the 15th at 1 o'clock now. Instead of it being at 8, it will now be at 1 o'clock. All right, what else do we have? Summer school. Yes, that awesome summer school. So my focus this year, of course, would be with our seniors, just to making sure if we have any of the seniors who may need that test to graduate, we will have something in place for that, as well as if you're missing a particular credit that you did not pass during the normal school year. So we'll have something in place for you. So that's going to be the focus for this year. All right, I think I've said a lot. I think I have. So, oh, next week is Teacher Appreciation Week. So make sure that you definitely tell your teachers that you appreciate them and how much you appreciate them each and every day. All right, so with that being said, let's always continue to stay focused, continue to do those things that we know that we can do and will do. And I promise you, everything else will work itself out. As always, we are keeping it real here on Tiger Hill 755. Have a great one.
Thank you, Ms. Johnson. And a reminder, next week is Teacher Appreciation Week, so we hope you are ready to show your teachers how much you appreciate them. Those are your announcements, and again, as always, we are keeping it real on Tiger Hill 755. Have a great one.